Welcome to this Hatha Yoga flow to elevate, lift your mood, and strengthen your entire body. Lengthen your tailbone down, pull your low abs in, lengthen your spine, and then inhale through the nose, stretching your arms out and up, lift up on your tippy toes. Exhale as you slowly lower your heels back down to the mat. Breathe in through the nose, filling your belly with your breath. And breathe as softly and slowly out the nose as you can as you gently glide your heels back down to the floor. Inhale, sweeping the palms out and up. And exhale, slowly lowering with control. As you inhale, lift the heart, lift your arms. And as you exhale, releasing the tension from your shoulders and your jaw. Breathe in, lift up, expanding your breath from your belly to your heart. Breathing out, relaxing any tension in the neck and throat. Then bring your hands to your heart. Close your eyes. Set an intention for this practice. Then come to the midpoint of your mat. Sit down deep, bend your knees, weight in your heels, lengthen your tailbone down, pulling your low abs in Utkatasana. Squeezing the inner thighs towards midline, creating a long line in the spine and relaxing your shoulders down away from your ears here. Remember to breathe deeply on every inhalation, expanding your belly. And on every exhalation, pulling your navel towards your spine, really pressing all the air out, firming your belly. One more deep breath in, stretch the legs, extending the spine long, and then exhale, hands to heart, sit back down deep. Weight in your heels, bring your left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Lengthen your spine, extending your neck long towards the front of the room. And exhale, twisting deeper, revolving your heart and your gaze up towards the sky. Breathing with sound here, in and out the nose. Inhale, stretch the palms out and up, straighten the legs, look up at your hands. And on your exhalation, sit back down deep in Utkatasana, bring your right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Elongate your spine here, stretching your spine from the tailbone up through the crown of the head, and revolve the heart and gaze up towards the sky. Inhalation, straighten your legs, sweeping your arms out and up. On your exhalation, folding forward, heart first, head last. Then bring your feet out to the width of your mat. Bring your elbows to rest on top of your thighs, long back here, rolling the shoulders back away from the ears, and sitting in a high malasana. On your next exhalation, slowly fold forward, clasping your hands behind your back, either with your hands far apart or your wrists pressed together. You can keep a micro bend in the knees, lengthening out of the low back here, attaching your mind to your breath. Cool as you breathe in, warm as you breathe out. On your next inhalation, glide your hands to your hips and come all the way up to standing, hands at the heart. Now place all of your weight into all four corners of the right foot. Come up on the left toes, lengthening your tailbone down. Stay here or lift the knee. Stay here or pull the knee into the chest. Rolling the shoulders down and away from your ears, the shoulder blades on the back. Pulling the heart forward, lengthening the tailbone down towards your right heel. On your next exhalation, slowly releasing and switching sides. Press down into all four corners of the left foot. Come up on the right toes. Stay here or lift your knee up. Stay here or pull the right knee in towards your chest. Roll your shoulders up and back. The shoulder blades gliding down along your spine. Lengthen your tailbone down. Pull your low abs in. Lift the chest. Perhaps closing the eyes here. And slowly releasing the foot back down to the mat. Come up on the left toes again. Lift the knee, bringing the heel back, staying here, or bring the heel in towards your backside. Stay here, stretch the right arm up, bringing your hand to the inside of the left foot. Kick with the foot back behind you. Bring your index finger and thumb to meet, stretching your other fingers out long. Kick back with the foot into the hand actively to find your balance, keeping your core engaged to keep your center. On your next inhalation, rise back up, and we'll slowly switch sides. Coming up on the right toes, staying here, lifting your knee, staying here, bringing your heel back to your back side, clasping the foot. You can stay here balancing or revolve your right hand to the inside of the right foot, reaching the left arm up and kick with the foot back behind you into dancer. Bringing the index finger and thumb together to touch, extending the fingertips out long. Kicking more and more back into the hand, opening across the chest. This is a lovely heart opener, which will elevate and lift your mood. Slowly releasing the foot, gliding both feet down to the mat. Inhale, stretch the palms out and up. And exhale, fold forward, long spine here. You can bend your knees here, releasing the head, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, folding forward. Bend the knees and re-straighten. Grounding your hands, press your hands into the mat, spreading your fingers wide as you come into plank. Pull your low abs in, creating a long line of energy from the crown of the head out to the tailbone, pressing the heels actively back behind you. And then slowly shifting your hips up and back for Adho Mukha Shavasana, lifting up on the toes and gliding the heels down towards the mat. Making sure your fingertips are spread wide apart from one another, bending one knee and then the other, releasing any tension or tightness in the low back. You can bend both knees, pressing actively back, finding just a little bit more space and length in the spine here. knitting the ribs in, rolling the outer arms in towards your face to broaden across the shoulders, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears here. On your next inhalation, roll forward to plank, lower your knees, engage your abs and lower in one straight line, rolling your shoulders back. And press into the hands, press into the tops of the feet, lift your entire legs up away from the mat, making sure that your wrists stay directly under your shoulders so you can pull your heart forward in between your hands and relax your shoulder blades down your spine away from your ears. Lifting up. This is also a heart opener which will lift your mood and your spirits. On your next exhalation, slowly glide all the way down back onto the mat. Bringing your forehead to rest on top of your hands, take a deep breath in through the nose and slowly release, allowing your entire body to grow heavy and supported by the earth. One more deep breath here, filling your low back, middle back, the back of your heart, and exhaling softly and smoothly out the nose. On your next inhalation, stretch your arms out in front of you, preparing for Shalabhasana. Lifting your legs and your arms up, really straighten your legs, extending back through the toes, making sure that the heels are no farther than hip width apart, magnetizing the inner thighs towards one another, stretching forward through the fingertips, and relaxing your jaw, your throat, your forehead. Really feeling into the low back. You're stimulating your adrenals here, which will charge your body with more energy. Exhale, release your forehead to your hands. Take one deep, slow breath in and out. On your next inhalation, stretch your arms behind you and bend your knees. Stay here or grab the outsides of your ankles, kicking your feet back into your hands, spreading across the chest, and then kicking even more up and back with the feet. Lifting up in Dhanurasana, another beautiful uplifting yoga posture. And then slowly releasing out of the pose, taking a break. You can keep your knees bent and windshield wiper your heels from side to side, massaging the fronts of your legs and releasing the low back. Then stretch your arms back behind you or grab the outside of your feet, lifting back up Dhanurasana. We'll be repeating this pose one more time after this. We always want to do heart openers if we have time to in threes. You can close your eyes, feeling into the heart center. On your next exhalation, slowly releasing out of the pose. Once again, windshield wipering your heels from side to side. Then on your next breath in, we'll come up for the last time in Dhanurasana. Stretch your arms back behind you, bent knees, or grab the outside edges of your heels and kick the feet into the hands. Lifting up a little higher. It doesn't matter how high you come up. You'll just be opening across the heart no matter where you are in this pose. Wherever you are is beautiful. And then slowly releasing out of the pose, forehead to the tops of the hands, windshield wide, bringing the heels back and forth. Then lowering and extending your legs, pressing the mat away, gliding your seat to your heels, stretching the arms out in front of you, hands together for Balasana, Child's Pose. On your next inhalation, glide up to sitting on your heels. Lengthen your tailbone down, pull your low abs in, stretch your arms out in front of you, and then pull your shoulder blades onto your spine. Bring the right arm under the left arm, wrapping the arms. Perhaps the palms of the hands come to touch. Keeping your elbows up at shoulder level, but relaxing your shoulders away from your ears. And then pull the elbows in opposite directions. I mean, you can't because they're bound, but it's that action. Then switch the wrap of the arms, perhaps bringing the palms to touch. Relaxing the shoulders away from the ears, making sure your tailbone is long, your low abs in. Closing your eyes, taking your attention inward into the spaciousness and aliveness inside. And then relax and release the arms, coming forward, spreading the fingers wide, curling the toes under and pressing back, Adho Mukha Shavasana. On your next breath in, stepping the left foot forward in between the hands. Pivoting the back foot down to the earth and then rolling up, shoulders directly above hips. Bending deeply into the front knee, keep those shoulders above the hips, pulling your low abs in, lengthening your tailbone down. Bending even deeper into the front knee so that the thigh eventually comes down parallel to the earth. Extending out through the fingertips at shoulder level. Laser-like focus forward over the middle finger. Finding strength, focus, and internal willpower here in Virabhadrasana 2. On your next inhalation, straighten the leg, stretching your front arm up and back, creating a long line from the hip all the way up to the fingertips, stretching the side body long. Gaze up towards the hand. And slowly release your arm down. Pivot your front toes in. So both toes are pivoted in a little bit and fold forward, grabbing onto opposite elbows. Relaxing and releasing out of the low back. You can keep a micro bend in the knees. Bending your knees and then re-straightening the legs. And reconnecting your mind to your breath. On every inhalation, filling your belly with your breath. And on every exhalation, pulling your belly button in towards your back body, really pressing all the air out so that you can inflate your lungs in 360 degrees with your next inhalation. Your next inhalation, slowly roll up to standing. And then pivoting your right toes to face the front of the mat, preparing for Virabhadrasana 2 on the other side. Lengthening the tailbone down, pull the low abs in, shoulders over hips. Bending into the front knee, extending the left leg long, pressing into the outer edge of the back foot. On your next inhalation, straighten your leg, flip your palm, and lean way back, creating a long line from the hip all the way up to the fingertips, bringing your gaze up towards your palm. This is a lovely side stretch, which is also an uplifting asana. Slowly stretch the arms out, pivot the toes in, bring your hands to your hip, really pressing your elbows together as if there's a ball in between your elbows. Lift the heart and fold forward, bending your knees to protect the knee joints, keeping a micro bend in the knees here if you'd like, and really pressing those elbows together so that we're folding forward, we're calming our nervous system, and we're opening our heart and lifting our spirits at the same time by stretching across the chest. And then begin to shake your head out very easily, releasing any tension in the neck. On your next exhalation, hands to the mat. Slowly shift around to the front of the mat. Bringing your knee down, swinging the feet out towards the front of the mat, lengthening up through the crown of the head, sitting up tall here, and then bringing the right foot to the inside of the left thigh, stretching the arms straight up. Exhale, stretch the fingertips forward. Don't fold yet. Inhale, lengthen out of the low back. Exhale, use your belly to pull you deeper. Breathe in, stretch and strengthen the spine here, and then use the belly, fold deeper. Last time. Releasing slowly down into a forward fold, Janusirsasana. Forearms on the mat, palms turned up towards the sky, and roll the shoulders away from the ears. And slowly rise back up, opening up a little bit. Your right knee opens, bringing your left forearm down on top of your shin, stretching your right arm straight up or over your ear, or your forearm down to the mat, or perhaps bringing the fingertips all the way up and over towards the toes, revolving your chest up towards the sky, your gaze up towards the sky. Inhale, releasing the pose. Now you have options. Keep your right foot to the inside of the thigh, or bring your right heel up on top of the left thigh, your heel in towards your low belly, and then fold forward any amount. You could still be sitting up completely straight, and that's fine. Relaxing the shoulders away from the ears, relaxing your jaw, your forehead, the tension in the back of the neck. Inhale, rise back up and bring your right sole of the foot to the outside of the left leg now. Lift the left arm up, hug your knee in, stretch your right arm behind you and bring the fingertips down. Now lengthen the spine up to the crown of the head, flexing the front toes towards you. Stay here, you can bring the elbow to the outside of the knee. Then slowly releasing, and we'll switch sides. Bringing now your left foot to the inside of the right thigh, stretch your arms up. And exhale, use your belly to fold down. Inhale, lengthen out of the low back. Exhale, use the power of the belly to fold deeper. Last time, lengthen the spine. And exhale, forearms down to the mat. Gliding the shoulders away from the ears. Fold into Janusarsasana. On your next inhalation, glide up, open your knee a little bit more, and then stretch your arms straight up or over your ear, perhaps taking your forearm down to the mat instead of on top of the thigh, perhaps gliding your fingertips closer and closer towards your toe, revolving your heart open towards the ceiling or the sky here, your gaze is upwards. Slowly glide back up. You have an option to bring your foot to the inside of the thigh again, or bring your left heel up on top of the right thigh, your heel in towards your low belly, and fold forward. On your next inhalation, glide up, placing the sole of the left foot outside the right thigh, grounding down into both sitting bones. Lift the left arm up and bring your fingertips back behind you. Making sure the front toes are flexed towards you. On every inhalation, ground down into the sitting bones, lift up to the crown of the head, and then on every exhalation, twisting deeper into the pose. Slowly releasing, glide forward, and then slowly lower down as slowly as you can onto your back. And then slowly glide your legs straight up towards the ceiling, pressing your low back into the mat. On every inhalation, feel your belly rising up towards the sky. On every exhalation, pulling your belly button down towards the earth. Every inhalation, really stretching and feeling that belly. And every exhalation, pressing all the air out. And bend your knees, grabbing onto the ankles or onto your shins, bringing the soles of your feet together, pressing the low back down into the mat. If your feet don't come together, that's fine. They can be apart. Once again, feeling into your inner body here. Feeling into your hands, into your feet. Bringing the attention to your low back as it presses down into the mat. And slowly extend one leg and the other, pulling your shoulders underneath you, your palms up towards the sky for Shavasana. Take a deep breath in through the nose. As slow as you can out the mouth. Breathing in through the nose. As slow as you can out the mouth. Last time. Breathe in through the nose. As slow as you can out the mouth. And relax and let your body breathe you. On your next inhalation, slowly roll over onto one side. Take a deep breath in and out here. And then when you're ready, press into the palm of the hand to rise up to sit in cross-legged easy seat. Closing your eyes, bringing your hands on top of your heart. Feeling inside, feeling any shifts since the beginning of your practice. Cultivate a small, calm, inner smile. Take 2 more soft breaths here. I'm wishing you so much joy, radiant health, laughter, fun, and love. Namaste.